Let's talk. As some of you may have noticed, I've been late on uploads recently. Heck, this video is unplanned and late in and of itself. Uh, with my college, uh, with college, my YouTube channel has kind of taken a back seat. Now, I didn't want that to happen, but it has. Um, I think it's important that you all know that I haven't given up. I'm going to continue to make YouTube videos. I'm going to continue to put out content that you guys can watch. That's why I'm here. Uh, I've just been really stressed out lately and kind of in a depressive state for the past few weeks. It really started hitting hard near the end of February. It's now March 19th, I think. Yeah, March 19th. And wow. It just, yeah. I'm not the type to do this kind of stuff. I don't like to show my emotions. I know I have on multiple occasions on the channel. Young Doki Doki. Don't take the risk. Heck, I did it with Remember, and I did that in this room on this computer, sitting right here with that little dick having the heart pumping. I thought that was my actual heart when I was playing the game, so I even turned that on there, but whatever. Uh, I I tend to bottle up my emotions. I know it isn't healthy. It's not. I know it's not. Um, I kind of I kind of want to talk about mental health today, mainly because mental health is a big aspect of my life right now, and going forward, a lot of the issues people have is involving mental health. Now, I'm pretty big, and it's I'm tired, so do forgive me if I'm kind of stuttered. When it comes to mental health, we need to be vigilant. Mental health issues aren't as clear cut as some people portray. Uh, they're very complex, and quite often they're invisible. People like me end up hiding our mental state, our mental issues, with people who are close to us. My best friends, my teachers, my parents. They don't all know what's going on in here. I do. A select group that I call my support system have over the years. Um, and it's not necessarily because I'm ashamed or we're ashamed of the issues. It's not because we don't want to talk about it. It's in my case at least. It's more often than not that I just don't know how to talk about it. It's not something that feel on the same. I feel the same. I could go to 100 different instances of panic attacks, um, burnouts. I could go to people crying, 100 cases, and I bet you every time would have something new. It's just how mental health works. I would recommend everyone that if you're having a hard time, no matter if it's you're stressed out, you're feeling down and depressed, whether you have your anxieties through the roof, talk to someone. Please talk to someone. In high school, it might be your guidance counselor. In college, talk to health services, or like they have here at Lethbridge College, talk to the counselors if they are present. Everyone has the ability, should and does have the ability to talk, but they need to be given the chance to. They need to be given that offer. Um, I have a script here, so if I'm looking down, I'm trying to remember where I am. If you see your friend or your classmate down at the dumps and they're not acting the same, talk to them. Offer to sit down and chat with them. What might be an inconvenience to your day might be life saving. You never know. Uh, um, the best part, and sure, maybe if you ever, maybe you don't want to talk. Maybe they don't want to talk. Maybe they say it's all fine, that it isn't going to last. But there's many ways to get through the the force of the issue. I bottle it up. It's not healthy, but I do. I bottle it up. I have friends who cry it out. I have people who will talk my ear off, complaining. I have people who will hurt themselves. I know people who do all these things. There's so many different ways to get through, but it isn't right. The only way that we can properly get fix and diagnose these mental issues is to talk. Because if you don't talk to them, you don't know what's going on in there. And sure, a lot of times you can tell. A lot of times you can kind of pick up clues like, oh, they're not eating as much. Oh, they're not talking. They're isolating themselves. I'm taking off my glasses because you can barely see it. You can see a lot of times you might be, well, at the beginning they were talking to me every day. They were smiling, happy, and now they're snapping at me. They're yelling at me. They're telling me to move away. They're avoiding me. You know, there's one viewer that I should apologize. I do this a lot. I ended up doing that too. I didn't mean to, but it kind of just happened to us. So, Brendan, if you're watching this, which you may or may not, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. It's just been tough. I never thought I had issues with my mental health. I thought everyone had the same issue. I thought everyone was worried about the world. I thought that everyone had some self doubt. I thought everyone didn't see themselves the right way. I was wrong. I didn't realize that the stress and pressure that I bottled up ends up actually tearing me apart. I wish it was different. I wish it did happen like that. I wish that I was fine. But I know I can get through this. I know I will. My entire life I was told that I'm a strong boy. Oh, look at that young man. Oh, look how grown up you've gotten. I think at the end of the night, that's what blinded me to looking at these mental issues. I was like, oh, I can shrug those off. Well, I don't have it as bad as they have it. Oh, it's not going to impact me because I have a loving family. Or it's not going to happen to me because I haven't faced stuff like that. I have spent nights crying when my parents go out to party on New Year's. I've been sitting on the staircase crying. I had my dog. I didn't want my dog to see me crying. I remember because the first time he saw me cry, he came up and laid his head on my arm for about 2 hours. The second time I put him outside. The third time I locked him in the garage. I didn't want him to see me not crying. I've never told my mom or dad that, and I love my parents. Despite the arguments me and my dad have, boy, I love them. And it's not because I don't trust them. It's not because I thought they would see me differently, unlike their strong son. No. Mainly, I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want them to feel like they've done something wrong. I didn't want them to think that, hey, my kid's not alright. What should I do? Because at the end of the day, sure, I'm not alright, but it's not their fault. It's mine. I should have been paying more attention to my own mental health. Life gets better. It always does. It's a roller coaster. Some days you have the best days. Others you have your worst. Every so often you have no idea which way you're going. You're upside down. Sometimes you're underwater. And I want you all I don't want any of you guys to worry about me. I'll be fine. I am getting better. I'm talking to people. I'm creating that support system. I figured out things that help me. As you can see in the back there, I have a chocolate smelling mousse. I have just trying to point to it. I have some essence. What are they called? Essential oils. I have books that I like to read over there. I figured out what I like. I figured out what helps me positively. And just a quick side note, to all those people who think mental illnesses like depression, burnout, and anxiety are just states of mind and that they need to get over it, try telling that to a veteran who saw one of their friends get shot. Tell that to an officer who responded to a crashed car call to find a dead child or dead person laying on the road. It isn't something that you can just say, get over it. Suck it up. Because guess what? That's not how it works. It's something that deserves our attention. To quote Jaden Animations, and it's from her song Empty, which if you haven't seen, it's a song about anorexia, which is a mental disorder that affects your eating, or an eating disorder. Pretty much it caused her to not see herself as skinny. She isn't. I see myself fatter than I am. So, but to quote it, it's just because you know you're colorblind doesn't mean you can see the colors. Taken on that, just because you know you are stressed, depressed, anxious, you're starving. You know you're starving yourself. You know you're hurting. No, you're not. Something's not right. Doesn't mean you have control of yourself. It doesn't mean you can handle all of it. It doesn't mean you can get over it. It takes time, and we need help. Please share this video and let your friends know that you care for them, that you are there for them. Thank you all. Just subscribe for some more content. Leave a like, and please comment down below if you really want to see more stuff like this. I am more than willing to talk about more serious issues, like if you want to know more about what burnout and what that can do to someone, if you want to know what it's like being a college student and the stuff that we have to face, please let me know. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll be back next week with a Nightcore, and then the week after that with a gaming. I'm Matthew Marthaler, and until next time, bye-bye.